Are you looking for answers or guidance? Join us on Across the Veil, and let our psychics help guide you. Thank you for joining us today. We hope you enjoy the show.
Hi everyone, welcome to Across the Veil. I'm your host, the Psychic Cat. On tonight's show we have Psychic Grace. How are you tonight?
Hi Grace, I'm great, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. You are doing on the show one card free readings or one question free reading. If you'd like anything more in depth, that are $20.
Yes.
But what cards have you got tonight?
Well, today I have the spirit messages, which I've used them before, but I've also got a new deck, and they are the the Oracle Angel cards. So they're very beautiful.
Very nice.
Yes, thank you. So whatever anybody decides they would like, then I'd be more than yes.
Lovely. And we have a guest tonight on the show for you to do a reading for. Her name's Elaine, and she'll be in soon in a few minutes. So that's exciting. But please, everyone watching, hi, welcome to Across the Veil. I'm Kat, and this is Psychic Grace, and she is doing free one-card readings or free one question. But if you want anything more in depth, there are $20. And so tell us where you're from. Hi to Therese Robinson. She says hi, Kat and Grace.
Hi, Teresa. How are you, hun?
Tell us where you're from and So when did you have your awakening? When did you realize you could communicate with past loved ones?
Well, I've known since I was a little girl. However, like most people, when you have the signs when you're younger, you don't really pay much attention to them. And then I went through some personal losses, and I'd hit rock bottom, so to speak.
Yeah.
And I was just seeking to get some closure and some peace, and I started seeing signs, and it was like it was an awakening. It was literally an awakening. So I feel very blessed. Yes.
Wow. Yeah. Awakenings can be beautiful. They can be scary, but hello to Teresa again, Robinson. She says, I'm good, thank you. I'm from London.
Ontario.
Now, I'm not good with the American states pronouncing.
That's okay. That's great. Welcome. I'm from Canada as well. I'm from Vancouver in British Columbia. So yay for us Canadians.
Beautiful there.
Pardon me?
It's beautiful there in Canada.
Yeah, it really is. It's very nice here.
Tell us where you're from, everyone. And if anyone's got a question, Psychic Grace is doing free one-card readings on the show or free one question. So if you want anything more in depth, there are $20. Go ahead. Oh, our guest is here. And hello to Shiloh. She says, hi, Kat and Grace.
Hi, Shiloh. How are you? Thank you for coming on. Would you like me to read a card for you?
No, we're going to bring our guest in a moment. We can bring it.
I'm sorry.
Hang around, please, Shiloh, and we will do that after our guest. And so we'll bring her on in a moment. Okay. And we'll get her reading on the way.
Let us know how everybody's Christmas was, and if you have any resolutions for the new year. Do you have any, Kat? Psychic Kat, for the new year?
I haven't thought about it yet.
Yeah.
So we'll bring our guest in now and meet Elaine. Hi, Elaine. How are you? Welcome to Across the Veil.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Welcome. Welcome. It's nice to meet you. Where are you from?
Australia.
Oh, Australia. Nice. I've never been to Australia. Excellent. Did you have a nice Christmas and New Year's?
Yeah, it was busy. Been very busy.
Was it? Did you do lots of baking and cooking?
Pardon?
Did you do lots of baking and cooking?
No, I didn't this year. Last year.
Yeah, last year. Well, that's
It's
good. Do you have
already New Year.
big pardon?
It's already New Year, so I didn't do
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, it's hard to believe. We're already 4 days into the new year.
Yep.
So have you ever had a reading done before, Elaine?
Not for a long time.
Okay. So if you'd like, I can see if I can bring spirit in for you, if there's anybody in particular that you're looking for, or if you'd like me just to see who comes to visit, whatever you prefer.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, no problem. Just bear with me for a minute here. Ooh, I have a male here, a nice gentleman that's come in to see you, and he feels paternal. Do you have anybody in spirit on your dad's side or your dad?
Um,
Perhaps an uncle?
no, not really.
That's okay. That's okay.
A lot
So,
of them have been gone a long time.
yes. Well, this person that's come in, he knew you when you were a little girl, and he's showing me pictures when you were small, and you used to spend a lot of time with him. And this man was he loved you. He was very, very fond of you. And I'm seeing images of you with him when you were small, going for a walk, and you're holding his hand and you're looking up at him, and he just seemed huge, like because you were a little girl when you looked up, he seemed like a really, really big man, and you felt very comforted around this man, and he felt very protective of you. Does any of that resonate with you?
Might have been my grandfather.
Okay.
So I was pretty close to him when
He's showing me.
Sorry about the dog.
That's okay. He's showing me pictures of you with him when you were small, and I'm seeing it was a large house, like a farmhouse that he lived in, and you would go and spend summers with him. And I can see that he had some animals out in the back. Do you recall him having a cow?
No.
No. Okay. So that
I
it
don't.
was. I'm seeing farmland that's around there, that near where he lived.
Been a long, long time ago, but
Okay.
can't think of anything.
That's okay. That's okay. When spirit comes and they show things, what'll happen is that you might remember it later. You'll come back with it later. I'm getting a very strong presence of him. He's with you all the time. He was with you. He passed away before you had your first child. Does that sound correct? Pardon?
Yeah, you're going back a long way.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, a long way.
Okay. Perhaps I can maybe do you want me to shift this? Would you like me to do a reading on you?
Yeah, that'd be better, yeah.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry that didn't resonate.
So, sorry.
No, that's okay. So I'm getting, are you okay?
Yeah, dogs are running around. Sorry.
That's okay. It's really hard to stay connected. I totally understand. So I'm getting a feeling that you've gone through a lot. And if I get too personal, please tell me. I don't know if sometimes when I start doing readings on people,
It's okay.
I don't feel comfortable. But I'm just seeing a lot of I'm feeling a lot of heart from you, and I'm feeling that you the last couple of years have been very challenging for you. you've gone through some things that that were very challenging. And I'm not just talking about COVID, because obviously that's affected everybody, but I'm talking about something internally with you.
Yep.
Yeah. And you're a very strong woman. You've been a matriarch of your family. You have a lot of love. You have a lot of love and respect from your children and your nieces and nephews. I can feel that. And everybody looks up to you. When you make up your mind, there's not much that's going to change that. You're a creature of habit is the word that I like to use. You're very, your beliefs are very strong. So when you say you're going to do something, you do something. You're very loyal, and you want to take care of everybody, which of course is what mothers do, but you go above and beyond that. And to the point of sometimes you feel to yourself that you overdo it because you're overdone within yourself. But you take very much pride in your children and grandchildren. Now, do you have 2 or 3 grandchildren?
I've got 11 grandkids.
Okay. The number 23 came up, so it was a large number, and I thought, God, who could have 23 grandchildren? But 11 is pretty close.
11 and 1 on the way, and a great grandchild.
Oh, congratulations. That's amazing. That's amazing. You truly are a matriarch, taking care of everybody. Everybody looks up to you and loves you, and you have a very kind heart and a very loving soul, and you always make sure that everybody is taken care of. You worry a lot. You worry sometimes too much. You take on too much, and it gets at you deep inside. Are you still there, Elaine? I think that I lost you. I'm not even sure if I'm here. Kat, Psychic Kat, are you there?
I'm here.
Oh,
back again.
Okay. Did we lose her, or?
Yeah, we'll bring her back in.
Okay. Well, it was very nice to speak. Oh, there you are.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. A little technical difficulty.
Get going.
So anyway, as I was saying, you worry too much. Spirit is saying that you should really not worry so much because it's not good for your health, and of course that's easier said than done. You take on everybody's stuff, and you don't leave any time for yourself, and you really truly need to do that. However, being a creature of habit that you are, you've been doing it for a long time, so I don't think that anything's going to stop you anytime soon. That's just your nature of loving and giving and worrying about everybody to make sure that everybody's taken care of. Does that resonate with you, Elaine?
Yes, it does a lot.
Okay. And the reason I'm saying that is because that can really lead to some health issues that you can really avoid by not doing so much. So maybe, spreading it out a little bit more, giving tasks to other people, and just being within yourself and allowing whatever's meant to be, because it's always going to turn out. And by us worrying about things so much, it doesn't change the outcome. It just changes the income of what we have inside of ourselves. So I'm just feeling very strongly from a guiding spirit, for you to please take care of yourself, and you'll have more fun. You'll enjoy your children and your grandchildren a lot more when you learn to let go of the reins and not to try to will things, because, like I said, things are going to work out the way that they're meant to, and nothing bad is going to happen. It's going to all be good. Is there That's a pretty big order, I guess, hey? Asking you.
Pretty good, actually.
Yeah, pretty good. Well, just learn to step back. but easier said than done. Do you take time for yourself, Elaine? Like, do you go for walks, or do you sit and read, or do you meditate? Do you do anything for yourself?
I don't meditate, but I do a lot of craft stuff. And
Oh, that's good.
yeah, when I'm on my own and get bored, I'll always find something to do. So.
That's good. That's good. So you have a
neighbour across the way, always helping him. And, yeah.
Because that's
got to
you take care of everybody, your neighbors, your kids, your kids' neighbors, your neighbors. And everybody, that's what everybody loves about you, because you truly are a generous heart.
Anything coming to you about future of men or whatever, or
future of men? You know, I when I just said, do you do other things for yourself? And I was the reason I was saying that is to step out. So the message that I'm getting is to step out of your bubble, if you will, right? Yeah. Again, easier said than done with COVID. I understand, with restrictions and stuff. But if you could just step out and switch things up a little bit. And again, we're comforted when we're in our own bubble, as you are, but you have to put yourself out in order to get something back. So perhaps there's, do you have a church that you go to, or is there any type of social activity that's available?
Well, there used to be, but I stopped doing it.
Yeah, well, perhaps you should maybe give it another try, because you never know, things change, right?
It can change, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what it is, Elaine? It's our mindset. When we think a certain way, when we expect things to be a certain way, then they won't change, right? Mm-hmm. The only thing that can change is us inside. And if you want things to change for you, then you have to make a change yourself, right? Even if it's a small one, it doesn't have to be a huge stepping out, just a small change in your mindset, thinking things more positive, that this can happen. And truly, what we put out to the universe, we get back. So if you just, if you sit by yourself and you think, this is the way it is, well, then just try to shift it a little bit. And then what happens is things start to fall into place. Truly, they do. I can guarantee you that'll happen if you make the first step.
Yep.
And it's all for you. It's all for your heart, because you have a big heart. You have a lot to give to somebody, and the right person is out there. So you should never give up.
Somewhere.
Yeah, it always happens when we least expect it, right?
Yeah, well, I'm not expecting it, but yeah.
Well, no, I wasn't implying that you do. So that's not what I meant. But I mean things in general in our life, right? So when we have a little bit of a switch in our mindset, then things will change.
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, keep me posted, Elaine.
I've been on my own for quite a while, so yeah.
Well,
something can
nice. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I appreciate you coming on. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to spend some time with you. And
thanks very much.
You're very welcome, and come back anytime.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, thank you. God bless.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Shall I go now?
She was sweet. What a nice lady. I can't hear you, Psychic Cat. I think you're...
I was muted.
There you are.
I stuffed up too, didn't I? Sorry, everyone. I was thinking about the reading, what the reading you did. It was lovely.
Oh, thank you. She was a lovely lady.
Yeah. Please say hi. Tell us where you're from. And we are Psychic Grace is doing one free card readings. Hi to Teresa again. She says, which province are you from, Grace?
I'm from British Columbia, Teresa. I'm right at the very, I don't have to tell you, you're from Canada. So yeah, I'm right at the West Coast, right at the very end. And I hear that we're getting a lot of rain, just like you guys are in Ontario. So it's crazy weather everywhere. Some places are inundated with snow, some rain, lots of winds. How is your weather there, Kat?
Stormy. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it seems to be.
Sort of. Yeah. Yeah, it's very muggy at the moment. Hello to Yvette. Do you still love coming my way? Would you like to do a card, please, Grace?
Absolutely, Yvette. I would love to do a card for you. So you see love coming my way. So let's see what we can pull for you. Put my glasses on, I apologize. Okay, so the card that comes up is Strength, Yvette, and strength comes in many comes through in many sources. And I believe that this card is coming through for you when you're asking if love is coming your way, is because you need to focus more right now on the strength that you have in order to move forward into a loving relationship, which is obviously what you want. And absolutely love can come to you, but this card is telling you that you should really think, put more energy and effort into you and who you are and what you want, right? I mean, we have a list of what we want, but what you want to have is a list of what you don't want. And that's where you find the strength to go within yourself and to really dig deep and say, you know what? This is what I don't want in a person, in a fellow or a woman or whatever type of relationship that you have. And ultimately, by putting it out there to the universe and saying, this is what I don't want, the things that you do want will ultimately come to you. I can guarantee that will happen for you. I'm not going to say it's going to be tomorrow, but when you focus on yourself and get that strength built up in yourself, you're going to do nothing but draw love toward yourself. So the key is to love yourself, and you will have lots of love to you. Thank you for asking, and thank you for letting me draw the card for you. Okay, Teresa. Teresa says, I would like a card, please. Okay, Teresa, thank you. Okay, and the card for you, Teresa, this is crazy, is a mother's love. So a mother's love is reaching out to you and instilling in you all of the maternal things that you need in order to, what's the word I'm looking for? To ground yourself. So a mother's love is your mother or a grandmother or somebody in spirit that was like a mother figure to you, as well as, on the flip side, the mother inside yourself. And it doesn't mean that you have to be a mother of children. It means being a mother of yourself, of feeding your soul, of taking care of yourself. And that love is what's going to catapult you, if you will, to more positive things in your life, because we all have to learn to love ourselves ultimately before we do anything else. So I believe that this card, A Mother's Love, has come to you for you to stop and look inside yourself and give yourself self-love, which is what you need, which is what we all need. So thank you for asking for that card, and I hope that that did resonate in some way for you. Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Hello. Could I have a card, please? Absolutely, you could. Where are you from, Michelle? You want to let us know what part of the world you're from? I'll pull your card first, and then we'll see where you're from, if you want to share. So the card for you is self-sabotage. And usually what that card means is that your self-sabotage is when we come down hard on ourselves, is when we beat ourselves up, is when we don't give ourselves enough credit for who we truly are and what we have to give to people. And I'm suspecting that you're very welcome, Teresa. I'm suspecting that you're having a lot of issues internally with yourself and not trusting your instincts and not believing that you can do what you think that you can do. You second guess yourself. So that's another form of self-sabotaging. So truly to believe in yourself and to love yourself. And when you start to have negative thoughts, just stop and then just take a breath, count to 5, and then push those away, because self-sabotaging is something that we all do and we all have done or will do. And it does nothing good for our souls. It just keeps us down in a place that we really, truly don't want to be. So self-sabotage, I believe for you, is that you should take better care of yourself, believe in yourself, love yourself, and then you will feel much better about yourself and you'll be able to look at things differently. I hope that helped. Please let me know if that resonated with you. Teresa says, I've been spending a lot of time with my mom lately. I have 2 grown boys as well. Well, that's great, Teresa. That's great, because a mother's love, there is nothing like a mother's love, as I'm sure you well know. You know best simply because you have your mother with you and you are a mother of children, which in itself is a blessing. So I'm really glad that I pulled that card for you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Facebook user, could I have a free card? Absolutely. You can have a free card. Okay. And this card for you is self-love. That seems to be the theme today. And so again, now is the time. Now is the time to Emily. I see your name is Emily. Thank you for sharing that. Again, self-love. That's the card that's come up for you, Emily. And again, it's about taking care of you and focusing on you and not letting what other people say or the way other people react to you affect you, because you are more important than anything, and your self-love to yourself tops everything. So by taking care of yourself, your whole world will be brighter, you'll be happier, you'll move forward, and you'll attract good things to you. But more importantly, loving yourself is, I believe, the bottom line of everything. You should always take time for self-love, whether that's treating yourself to a bubble bath or sitting and reading or going for a walk into nature, hugging a tree, anything that is showing that you are taking care of you and giving good things to yourself. Thank you for asking. Anybody else would like a free card? Christina, may I have a card, please? And thank you. Absolutely, hon. You can have a card. The card for you, Christina, is to listen. So this card, sorry, I've got to get this down straight. Listen. So this card is very important for all of us, and obviously for you now, because Spirit has chosen this, is for you to listen to yourself and listen to what that little voice inside of you is saying. More often than not, when we make choices or we move forward with things, our little voice will tell us no, but we go ahead with it anyway. So this card indicates that listening not only to your little voice inside of you, but to people around you as well. And quite often you'll find, and I find I do it a lot, not a lot, I'm aware of it, try to become aware of it. When people talk to us, instead of smiling and nodding, we don't get what they're saying. And there's always a message behind everything that everybody says to us. So this card is asking you not only to listen to your inner voice, but to listen to people, because there's a message coming to you, I believe, that you're waiting for, but you're not going to expect it. So when somebody says something to you, you're not going to be listening to it fully and comprehending and taking in what it's going to give to you to help you. So again, the card listen, I believe, is a good one for you to pay attention to and focus on. You're very welcome, Michelle. Thank you. Bless you, honey. So everybody having a good new year so far, 4 days into the year? People want to share? Sherry, beautiful name. May I have a card, please? Absolutely, you may. And when you guys, you gals, when you sign in here, let me know where you're from, because it's really nice to talk to people from all different parts of the world. That's one of the grand things of technology and the internet for us. So the card for you today is choices. So this is when you accept responsibility for the choices that you make in your life. And quite often, we say yes or no to certain things, and when it doesn't go the way we want it, we get upset. And we have to remember that ultimately we are the ones that are making that choice. So this card is telling you that there might be some things coming up soon that are asking you to make choices. And so to be really clear and really aware inside of yourself before you answer or before you take the next move. Because the choices, ultimately, there are always consequences. And that's truly, I believe, what we're on this earth to learn, is to learn about the consequences and choices that we make. So the more consequences we have, typically, we tend to make better choices. But if we listen to other people and the choices that they've made and how it's affected them, then we can better make better choices for ourselves by listening to others and or to that little voice inside of us. So I hope that helped. Anybody else would like a free card or 3 cards or a reading for $20, a donation? Cherie, you're from St. Louis. Very nice. Thank you very much for coming by. Kat says, Psychic Grace, what are your thoughts on the energy at the beach to balance the chakras, using more moon energies over the water at night? Well, the moon energies, when they are very powerful. And to be quite honest, I didn't really understand a lot of it up until about a year or so ago. And I find that, when there's a full moon and the energies are up, then your energy is up. But we had a full moon here, I believe, a few weeks ago, and everybody I talked to was crabby and everybody was making wrong choices. And even I was feeling discombobulated. So, full moons and it alters our chakras as well, right? So then we get blocked. And if our chakras get blocked, then it affects our whole being, everything that we do and everything that we think and everything that we say. So to be really aware of those. And if you don't know much about chakras, you can go online and look them up. There's 7 chakras from the base of, your base to the top of your head. And each one represents a different color, and each one represents a different area of your body. So when we speak, when our intuitiveness comes out, our third eye for things that we see. So it's very interesting. So thanks for asking that, Kat. The chakras are extremely valuable, and full moons are also very valuable. So be aware when they're coming, because if the personality shifts in somebody, you'll know why. So I have more cards here. Oh, Cherie, thank you. Yes, it resonated. Thank you very much. I'm glad that it did. Would anybody like a 3-card reading or a medium? I am a medium, so I can certainly give mediumship readings, and I would love to give one. It's $20 donation. And again, let us know where you're from, where you're calling from, and how it's going, how your weather is in your part of the world. Seems to be windy and rainy and crazy in most places. So I think it's just a shift. Everywhere is experiencing lots of cold weather. So I guess everybody's looking forward to summer. I saw something the other day. They said, okay, Christmas is over, bring on the sun. But I have a feeling we're going to have to wait a little bit longer this year. Sarah, may I have 1 card reading, please? Absolutely, you can, Sarah. Thank you for asking. Okay. So, Sarah, the card for you that I pulled is grounding yourself. So being distracted and unfocused, and it can irritate you. So focusing on yourself and being more grounded, as I'm sure that you know, it takes care of any aches and pains that we have mentally, right through down to our toes. So being grounded is a very important aspect of our lives, and being grounded also can make or break our days, if you will, as well. So try to stay grounded, think positive things, lots of love and light into yourself, and just continue on with the positive aspects and mantras or whatever it is that you use to help you stay grounded. So I have more cards here. Anybody would like a reading? Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. I'm just going to shift up a bit here. So anybody want to have a free card read or a 3-card read for $20 or a personal reading for $20 donation? I'd be more than happy to help and share. Okay, there's a bit of a lull here. So perhaps we can talk about how 2021 is going to be the best year ever. Because everybody went through a lot last year.
Hi.
Kat. Hi.
Now, hello to, oh, it's moving. There we go. So Dr. Sherry Swigler would you like, she would like to pay the $20 donation for reading. So if you'd just like to click on the PayPal link in the comments, and we can do that for you. You can do that for her, can't you?
Absolutely. I'm sorry, what was the name again?
Looks like Dr. Sherry Swigler. So while we're waiting for her to do that, would you like to do Jason Miller? He says, hi, Grace. Could I get a 1 card, please?
Absolutely, you can, Jason. Thank you for asking. Just bear with me here. I have a cat, and every time that I'm doing cards, he's always on my lap, and he sits and he looks above my head at all the spirits. And he's sitting here looking at me right now, asking if he can come up, and I'm saying no, not right now. Okay, Jason, let's see what we've got for you today. So the card for you today is to breathe. So I would, sorry, I didn't put that up very long. Breathe is, sorry, to breathe. So I'm feeling that perhaps you've had a bit of stress in your life most recently. And what happens when we do that, when we go through stressful things, is our breathing becomes very short and we're not even aware of it. And I'm feeling that you should be taking the time to be aware of your breath and to breathe. So when you're going through, when you're going through different thoughts in your mind, or when you're, looking back over things, or you're looking forward, just take the time to breathe. And that way everything will come in a lot more clearer for you, and it'll resonate more for you to have more clarity in where you're going, or where you want, where you think you should be going, and where your pathway is taking you. So breathing is something to be aware, all of us, not to stop, because that's what we do, is we stop breathing. And the breathing card came to you, Jason, I believe, is to make you just more aware of your breath and to be more concentrated on it when you're really thinking about things that maybe are bothering you or a bit of an issue. So thanks for asking. And I hope that resonated with you. Okay, my cat is here, I'm sorry. Would anybody else like a 1-card reading? I'm just going to take a drink here. Well, welcome everybody to Across the Veil, across the world, as we have everybody from Australia to Canada into Europe. And this is very cool because it's nice that we can all connect together. You're welcome. Jason said thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Jason. It's nice that we can all connect together and become one, unite, as that's very important for all of us collectively to think of ourselves as being one. And this certainly helps when we have the internet and the technical abilities to be able to do that. I have more cards here if anybody would like a reading. Okay, everybody, come on out. Come on and ask for a reading or a free card. See what we have for you today. Made the payment. Okay, Cherie, thank you. Now, was it a 3-card reading or was it a reading? I'm sorry, I missed that. Perhaps you could just clarify that. Okay, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do you a 3-card reading. Okay, Cherie, these cards for you. Okay, so the 3 cards that I've pulled for you is your past, immediate past, your present, what is going on for you right now, and your future, your near future. So the first card that I have for you is forgiveness. And I believe that I have this card for you simply because you might be having a bit of a problem right now, either forgiving yourself or forgiving somebody that slighted you or harmed you or hurt you. And forgiveness begins within ourselves. And when we hold on to anger or we hold on to grudges, we're not hurting those other people. We're hurting ourselves. And more often than not, I've gone through this myself, which I'm sure everybody has at one time or another. When we're really upset with somebody and that's all we can think about, we focus about what they've done to us and how they've hurt us and, you know, all types of things regarding that. But then, you know what, when you really think about it, that person, they're not even giving it a second thought. So all of that energy, all of that emotion that you're putting into hurtness and anger, it's not doing anybody any good, especially you. And we internalize that, and it leads to so many things like illnesses and headaches and stomach problems, etc. So I've been given this card for you, forgiveness. So I'd like for you to think very hard about forgiving either yourself or somebody that is done something to you that ultimately you can't change, and you can just step back and just say, you know what, I don't care. I don't need this anymore. And that way you're going to release all the burden off yourself. The second card that we have for you here, this is for your present, is strength. So the strength card, it's coming, sorry, I'm not doing that very good. The strength card, I believe it's in line here with the forgiveness. So again, the strength is inner strength. You have an inner strength that perhaps you're not even aware of. And when you tap into that strength, things, they just totally turn around. And when we have our issues with other people or things that are bothering us, by tapping into our inner strength, that helps to pull all of that negative emotion up to the top so that we can release it. And that's where taking breathing, you can go on YouTube, do meditation or breathing, and breathing makes a big difference. So your strength is going to come from you, and your strength is going to it's going to be articulated into everything around you. But more importantly, it's going to come out of your heart, because your strength in yourself is what pushes you through every day and gets you to where you need to be, and not necessarily where you want to be. Your immediate future. Now, this one is very telling as well. It's hope. Now, that goes very well with forgiveness and strength. So hope is something that we all have. We can't live without hope. And this card is telling us that your spirit guides are with you, and they're giving you hope. They're helping to reinforce hope within yourself, because you should never, ever give up hope. Hope is the thing that keeps us united, that keeps us grounded, that keeps us true to ourselves. And when things disappoint us and when things go wrong in our lives, we can go down to the deepest depths, which we all have for one reason or another. But when you have hope, it's like forgiveness, and it's a type of a strength that pulls you up from being as low as you can be, or not even that low. It's just low anyway. So hope is something that the card is telling you right now to focus on the hope, because it's going to get you through whatever this is that you're going through. And I suspect it's something that's in a relationship bound, that's been in the immediate past and into your future. And so your forgiveness, your strength, and your hope are the three key words that are going to give you the fortitude and the strength to keep moving forward. So don't ever give up on hope, and don't ever give up on forgiveness or your strength in yourself, because you are far stronger than you believe or you know. Your spirit knows how strong you are. So they're giving you lots of hope and guiding you along. I hope that those helped. I hope that those resonated with you. Please let me know if you felt that anything in your present or current life has been affected by any of those things. And I appreciate you taking the time to let me read for you. And don't ever give up. Cynthia Brown says hello. Hi, Cynthia. How are you? Tyla, may I have a card? Yes, Tyla, of course you can have a card. Okay, Tyla. The card I've picked for you, or the spirit has picked, is called self-sabotage. So self-sabotage is something that is inherently human. It's when we don't allow ourselves to get out of our own way. And Spirit is saying that right now you're going through some struggles, you're going through some challenges, and what you're doing is you're self-sabotaging yourself. You're not believing in yourself, you're not giving yourself enough credit, and you have to stop and you have to listen and breathe and think about what you're doing. Because when you self-sabotage, that is so damaging, not only to your spirit, but to your psyche, to everything that keeps you on the straight and narrow. So self-sabotage is the card that's come to you today, and it's telling you to stop. Whatever you're thinking negative about yourself, whatever you don't believe that you can't do, you can. So start to think positively about yourself and move forward with the confidence, knowing that you can do whatever you set your mind to doing. Self-sabotage is not a positive thing for anybody. It's easier to get in it than it is to get out of it. But this card is telling you to please rethink the feelings and the thoughts that you're having and to move forward. I hope that that card resonated with you. Mandy. Hello, Mandy. Thank you for stopping by. Would you like a free card? Cynthia, can I get a card, please? Absolutely, Cynthia. Okay. Okay, Cynthia, today Spirit has chosen the card Synchronicity. So synchronicity, I'm not very good at that. Synchronicity So what this card is saying, that the world is sending you signs, showing that when you align yourself with the things that you truly believe in, then everything will work out the way you want it to ultimately. So by synchronizing our thoughts with our actions, with our feelings, with our words, that is what's going to move you forward. So synchronicity is a sign for you to really stop and step back a bit and think about what you're doing and how it's going to align you with positive things. And then everything will synchronize the way it's supposed to, because there is an element of things falling into place naturally. It's as human beings that our choices and consequences take us out of that. So we all want to be synchronized together, united, and with positive things in our life. So synchronicity is for you to think about and for you to be aware of and to try to step forward in the positive so that everything will come together for you. I hope that resonated. Let me know. Okay. Sherry, yes, it did. Going through a divorce after 20 years. I'm so sorry, Sherry. That is sad. You know, a divorce after 20 years, that's a very long time. And, you know, those divorce, that word is thrown around quite lightly, and it truly is very impacting on people. If people just stop and think, you know, if children are involved or just the people that are involved, you've invested a long time. 20 years is a long time to invest your life into somebody. And it's quite painful. So I'm sorry that you're going through that. And I hope that positive things come to you, and just stay positive. It'll fall into place, honey. Cindy would love a card, please. Absolutely, Cindy. Okay. This one just jumped out for you. Cynthia, that's amazing. I picked the same card for myself today. Thank you so much. You're so welcome, Cynthia. Thank you. Okay, so the card for you, Cindy, is find your center. So your outside world is a reflection and manifestation of what's going on within you, inside. So finding your center is asking you to look inside and find what resonates with you. We make choices every day. We do things without even thinking because it's habit. And so this card is asking you to find your center so that you can bring everything together and that positive things will come. Because when we're off center, we start to think negatively, we start to get angry, we start to just self-sabotage ourselves. So this card right now, Find Your Center, is directed towards you, I believe, from Spirit, to let you know that you have to stop and you have to pause and find your center. Take a deep breath. Think about what it is that you want. Think about what it is where you want to go, and then move forward from there. Don't let all the clutter, the noise, everything get to you and get in your way. Just find your own self, in your own center, and then move forward from there. I hope that resonated.
Thank you for your amazing readings, Psychic Grace. We've come to the end of Across the Veil. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and watching. I've been your hostess, Psychic Cat, and this has been the amazing Psychic Grace. And if anyone would like to contact Psychic Grace, please contact our page, and we can put you in contact if you'd like a private reading with her. And,
yes.
Yeah, because not everyone likes to get them done public, do they?
Yeah. Sometimes it can be a little personal, and I don't like to put people on the spot. But thank you, everybody that's joined us today, and for allowing me to give readings. And thank you very much, Psychic Cat. It was nice to see you today.
Yeah, and thanks for Elaine for coming on and being our guest. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you for watching a Guiding Raven Media production. Please like, share, and comment. We look forward to seeing you again soon.